is the baby? Where is the baby? Oh, hello everyone. I am scientist Farah Newton, your friendly doctor inventor, and today we are talking about an invention that saved the tiniest, most fragile lives, all thanks to a Filipino legend in medicine, Dr. Fed Mundo. She wasn't just a doctor, she was a miracle maker. And guess what? Her invention wasn't just made in a fancy lab. It was made with bamboo. Yes, bamboo. Let's rewind to the 1940s in the Philippines. Back then, if you lived in a rural area and your baby was born too early or too weak, the chances of survival were heartbreakingly low. Many provincial hospitals had no incubators, no electricity, and no access to expensive medical machines. It was a scary time for parents and babies alike. But Dr. Fedel Mundo said, no baby should die just because they were born far from the city. So, she took action. She created a low-cost incubator using materials found in any Filipino community: bamboo, blankets, and hot water bottles. Basically, she designed a warm and insulated chamber that could hold a newborn and keep them safe and cozy, just like when they were still in the womb. It didn't need electricity. It didn't need high-tech gadgets, just pure Filipino ingenuity powered by compassion. Her invention was groundbreaking. Why? Because for the very first time, hospitals in remote provinces had a way to care for premature and sick babies without needing modern machines. Her bamboo incubator became a symbol of hope, proof that brilliant ideas can bloom even in the most limited environments. So what did her invention give us? It saved thousands of lives of premature infants. It made advanced neonatal care possible even in faraway barangays. And it reminded the world that love, science, and resourcefulness can work miracles. But like all inventions, it had a few weak spots. It had less precise temperature control, so babies has to be checked often. And in areas that were too hot or too cold, the incubator didn't always work perfectly. Still, in places with nothing, it was everything. So, if I could give Dr. F's incubator a 21st century twist, I'd add affordable temperature sensors to monitor heat levels. Maybe power it using solar energy so it still works off-grid. And add a digital thermometer display so midwives and nurses can track baby's safety with just a glance. So, next time you see a baby giggling, sleeping, and taking their first steps, remember, someone like Dr. Fedel Mundo made it possible by carrying not just her brain, but with her whole heart. This is scientist Farah Newton, signing off with the message: no place is too far, and no problem is too big when science is driven by love and purpose. Now, who's ready to invent the next life-saving device? Maybe it's you.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Hello, future scientists, engineers, and innovation enthusiasts. I am Reynaldo Einstein, your gadget guru and communication connoisseur, and today we're dialing back, way back to the year 1955. Because one genius Filipino named Gregorio Y. Zara did something unthinkable for his time. He made it possible for people to see and hear each other in real time, even from afar. Yep, you guessed it right. He invented the video phone. And no, Gen Z, it wasn't on Wi-Fi. Back in the day, People had only two choices: write a letter and wait a week, or make a landline call and imagine the face on the other end. Communication felt robotic, impersonal, and disconnected. So Gregorio Zara thought, why not bring people face to face, even if they're miles apart? Dr. Zara's invention, the video phone, used a combination of transmitters, receivers, and television principles to make it happen. Think of it like this. He created a device where you could talk to someone while watching their live video in 1955. That's decades before Skype, Zoom, or FaceTime even existed. He was basically the original Zoom developer, minus the mute button bloopers. This invention was way ahead of its time, so ahead in fact that it blew the minds of engineers worldwide. So why revolutionary? Because it predicted the future of global communication, video calls for business, education, families, long-distance lovers, and even virtual job interviews. Imagine being that far ahead. Dr. Zara didn't just build a device, he built the future. So what did we gain from his brilliant idea? People could see facial expressions, read emotions, and build stronger relationships even from across the world. Businesses could hold face-to-face meetings remotely, save time and travel, and it also laid foundation for telemedicine, online classes, and yes, even virtual courtrooms. So let's keep it real. His video phone was expensive, complicated, and sadly, too futuristic for the technology of his time. Back then, there was no internet, no fiber optics, just bulky machines and analog signals. The infrastructure just couldn't keep up, so his invention stayed in the lab while the world played catch-up. So if I were to improve Dr. Zara's genius invention today, I'd go full digital. Convert it into a lightweight, internet-powered device. Add sign language compatibility for our deaf and hard of hearing kababayan. And maybe add AI-powered captioning for accessibility. Basically turn it into an app. Zara Talk, anyone? I download that in a heartbeat. So next time you turn on your camera in a Zoom class or video call with your long-distance bestie, remember, it all started with a Filipino named Gregorio Zara who dared to imagine a world where you don't just hear voices, you see the smile too. This is scientist Reynaldo Einstein signing off and reminding you with the imagination, a little science, and a little heart, Filipino minds can shape the global future. Keep inventing!
Aba! Welcome Filipino Earthlings and aspiring astronauts. Dr. Raneth Avogadro here, your friendly neighborhood space nerd, reporting live from my lab/lunar launch. Today's Filipino genius, drumroll from Saturn please. Eduardo San Juan, the man, the myth, the moonwalker. Well, rover designer to be exact. Back in 1960s, NASA had a cosmic conundrum. The moon was huge, rocky, and definitely not a flip-flop friendly. Astronauts could only travel short distances on foot. But science said, we want more moon. Eduardo San Juan, a brilliant Filipino engineer who helped design the lunar rover, affectionately known as the moon buggy. Imagine this, a foldable, battery-powered car that could survive the moon's sizzling days, freezing nights, and total lack of gas stations. It could zip across the dusty surface, carry tools, collect samples, and still be polite enough not to honk at the moon's crater. A great gentleman buggy. This wasn't just about cruising in zero gravity. No, this was a revolutionary leap for humankind, extending exploration across the moon, collecting more data, and showing the world that even a Filipino mind can leave footprints on a space history. Did you know? While Eduardo wasn't widely credited at the time, his contributions lives on, just like moon dust in your boots. Because of the moon buggy, astronauts could cover more ground. Scientists got more juicy moon gossip. I mean, data. It inspired generations of engineers, especially here in the Philippines. And let's be real, it looked cooler than any Earth SUV. But of course, every invention has its creators. Super expensive to build and launch, not your average buy one take one deal. One use only, which means these rovers are just chilling up there collecting cosmic dust. And yes, it sparked debates on space junk. Even the moon needs a cleanup crew now. If I were to upgrade it, I'd give it a solar-powered AI brain, foldable solar wings, and maybe even a karaoke function, because why not? Moon strips should have mood music. Also, design it with modular parts for reuse in future missions. Mars, Europa, or maybe your backyard if the gravity ever changes. So next time you gaze at the moon, remember, a Filipino helped us roll across it. Eduardo San Juan, the real OG of off-road lunar travel. Bye-bye! Oh, before that, Alexa, play Fly Me to the Moon. Bye-bye!
Oh, hi there, superstar scholars. I'm Dr. Mercy Mendeleev, your funky scientist with a lab coat by day and a mic by night. And today we're hitting the high notes of Filipino brilliance. Because before Spotify, before singing apps, and before your friends of key cover of My Heart Will Go On, there was karaoke. And guess what? It was a Filipino who made it happen. So let's give it up for Roberto del Rosario, the maestro who turned living rooms into concert halls and shy folks into divas. Back in 70s, people loves to sing, but unless you had a band or guitar welding tiro on standby, you were out of luck. No instrument, no music, no party, just sad humming. Music was locked behind expensive equipment and formal venues, and Roberto said, "Not on my watch." Enter the genius of Del Rosario. He created the sing-along system, which later became the karaoke machine we know today. His device played pre-recorded instrumental tracks and showed lyrics on screen so anyone could belt it out like a pro. No band, no problem. Just press play, grab the mic, and bring the house down. Karaoke wasn't just an invention. It was a movement. It broke down barriers and brought music to the masses. Suddenly, your lula could sing ABBA, your kuya could rap, and your barkada could form a boy band, all from living room. Del Rosario didn't just give us a machine. He gave us a microphone of confidence. And for benefits, Del Rosario's invention turned every home into a stage, brought families and friends together, boosted the Filipino cultural influence globally, and supported tourisms, bars, and even talent discovery. Let's be real, how many singing superstars started with karaoke? Of course, not all karaoke nights end on a high note. Noise complaints from annoyed kapitbahays, karaoke rage in bars, yes, that's the real thing. Widespread piracy of unlicensed karaoke systems. Turns out, too much fun can sometimes hit a sour note. So what's the next in this karaoke journey? Let's upgrade. Add AI for voice coaching, pitch control, and filters for those feeling a little shaky on the notes. Imagine karaoke on VR headsets, mobile duets with friends across the globe, and eco-friendly systems. Sing smart, sing sustainably, and sing together. So the next time you grab that mic and slay a power ballad, remember, It all started with one Filipino inventor who believed everyone deserves to sing. Roberto del Rosario, you are the real MVP, most vocal pioneer. This is Dr. Mercy Mendeleev signing off with a high note and a mic drop. Boom! Keep dreaming, keep inventing, and never forget, innovation is music to the future, and you might just be the next to write the song.
Hey, hey, hey! I'm Professor Alicia Darwin, your friendly neighborhood tech wizard. And today, I'm about to blow your digital minds. Ever played video games? Edited a photo? Or watch a movie in HD? Then, you owe a big thank you to the one brilliant Filipino inventor, Gustavo Banato. Because without his invention, the single-chip graphics accelerator, your computer would be still moving like a turtle on dial-up. Back in the day, the 1980s to be exact, computers were very slow when it came to handling images, animation, or digital designs. Playing games laggy? Edited visual? Forget it. Running simulation? A nightmare. What we need was speed, and that's where Banato stepped in. Banato, a genius engineer, invented a tiny but powerful thing, the single-chip graphics accelerator. Instead of needing multiple chips to process graphical data, he put it all in one chip, which made computers faster, smoother, and smarter when handling visuals. It's like giving your PC a caffeine boost for graphics. Banato didn't just upgrade a computer, he helped launch a whole new world. Because of his invention, we have now a modern graphics cards. We enjoy realistic 3D games, cool digital arts, and even virtual reality. It's not just about playing, it's about creating, designing, and imagining. Without a chip, there would be no Minecraft, no Pixar movies, no high-speed gaming tournaments. The benefits? It enhances computer speed and performance, powers digital arts, gaming, and animation used in simulation for medicine, science, and engineering. It empowers creatives all around the world. Thanks to Banato, technology became more fun, powerful, and limitless. But let's keep it up 100% fun. There are few side effects. Old chips become a waste. More screens, higher screen time, eye strain, and even digital addiction. So while the chip gave us a digital boost, it also gave us some challenges to solve. So what we can do? Let's make energy efficient, eco-friendly, and recyclable chips for the future. And of course, use technology wisely. Take breaks, play in moderation, and never forget the real world around you. So the next time your game loads fast or your design software runs smooth, remember this Filipino legend, Gustavo Banato. From a small town in Cagayan to Silicon Valley, he showed that world that Filipino brilliance belongs in the future. This is Professor Alicia Darwin signing off with a pixel-powered smile. Stay smart, stay innovative, and remember, great tech starts with the great ideas, and great ideas can come from you.
Vroom, vroom. Whoa there. Don't inhale that smoke. It's scientist Mike Galloway here. And today, we're shifting gears to talk about a Pinoy invention that's driving us straight into the future. The electric jeepney, or as we proudly call it, the e-jeepney. Now before we go electric, let's flash back to reality. Traditional jeepneys. Yes, our iconic hari ng kasada have been puffing out thick, black smoke for decades. Diesel-powered, noisy, and come on, let's be honest, not the healthiest ride when you're stuck behind one in traffic. And worse, they heavily rely on fossil fuels, a major contributor to climate change, air pollution, and our coughing fits. But in 2008, a team of Filipino innovators led by the Green Transport Office and Philippine Utility Vehicle Incorporation said, let's reboot the jeepney for a cleaner future. The result? The e-jeepney, a vehicle that runs on electric batteries instead of diesel. It's quiet, clean, and fully charged for the environment. And guess what? It even has room for solar panels and regenerative braking in newer models. Talk about high-tech meets street smart. Now why is this revolutionary? Because it proves that the Filipino transportation can go green without losing its identity. The e-jeepney isn't just a vehicle, it's a movement towards sustainable public transport not just in cities but across the 7,641 islands. So what does this mean for us? We get cleaner air, especially in urban areas like Manila and Cebu. Drivers enjoy lower operating costs, no more expensive diesel. Plus, it's whisper quiet, so goodbye noise pollution. And did I mention they look sleek too? Like, it's a futuristic jeepney with a superhero's heart. But it's not all smooth cruising. The initial cost of buying an e-jeepney is pretty steep. Charging stations, still a bit hard to find outside the big cities. And sadly, many traditional jeepney drivers can't afford to upgrade, risking job losses and culture clashes with modernization. And if I had the power to improve this tech, oh, I'd recommend first, government subsidies or loan programs to help our drivers make the switch. Second, more charging stations, especially in rural terminals. And lastly, let's add some solar panels on the roof for bonus power. Oh, and how about a mobile app that shows nearby charging hubs and tracks battery life? Future ready! So folks, the e-jeepney is more than just an electric ride. It's the symbol of a smarter, cleaner, and greener Pilipinas. From roaring engines to quiet revolutions, we're driving change one eco ride at a time. This is scientist Mike Galilei, your transport tech expert, saying, charge forward, kababayan, the future of the road is electric and it's Pinoy made.
Bzz, bzz. Hello, dear science explorers. I am scientist Anna Archimedes, and today we are diving into a topic that really bugs me: mosquitoes. Yep, those tiny buzzers are more dangerous than they looked. Especially the Aedes aegypti mosquitoes, famous for spreading dengue. But don't worry, our Filipino scientists came up with a powerful invention to stop them. It's called the mosquito ovicidal trap, or AMO trap for short. Did you know that millions of people get dengue each year, and it spreads fast, especially during the rainy season? In the Philippines, dengue cases rise like flood waters, and the real culprits, mosquitoes laying eggs in every little puddle, bottle cup, or empty can. But
what if we could stop mosquitoes before they even hatch? Ta-da! That's where the Emotrop comes in. The mosquito ovicidal, larvicidal trap or EOL trap was developed by DOST ITDI, led by the brilliant Dr. Lourdes Cruz, and it was launched in 2011 to combat dengue-carrying mosquitoes. This is a simple black container filled with special solutions that attracts mosquitoes to lay eggs. But surprise, that solutions kills the larvae before they grew into adults. So the eggs are chopped and the mosquito family tree cut short. What's so amazing about the Emotrap? It's cheap, it's easy to use at home, and it helps prevent dengue before it starts. It doesn't need batteries, it doesn't need electricity, it just needs you, your community, and a little teamwork. But wait, there's more! Emotrap reduces the mosquito populations, prevents dengue outbreaks, perfect for use during rainy season, and safe to use at home, schools, and barangay centers. Think of it like a mosquito daycare, but one they'll never leave. But let's not get too comfy. There are a few things we have to remember. The solution needs to be replaced regularly or it won't work. If only one household uses the trap, the rest of the community is still at rest. That's why cooperation is the secret ingredient. So here's my Anna bonus tip. Place MO traps in the shaded areas and combine them with a natural repellents like citronella, lemongrass, or lavender oil. You get double the protection like wearing a raincoat and carrying an umbrella. So, my fellow mosquito busters, don't just wait for dengue to strike. Be our amazing scientist. Invent, protect, and take action. Whether you're in the city or the province, every Emotrap counts. This is Scientist Anna Archimedes reminding you the tiniest invention can fight the deadliest enemy. Now go on, let's outsmart those masses. Because science isn't just smart, it saves lives.
Good morning, sunshine! Or if it's nighttime where you are, don't worry, I've got a perfect solution to light your way. By the way, I'm scientist Princess Dalton, your friendly energy explorer. And today, we're diving into one of the brightest Filipino inventions ever made, the saltwater lamp, by the brilliant Isa Mejeno, created in 2014. Now imagine this. You live in a quiet fishing village by the sea. Night falls, no electricity, no streetlights, just darkness. And your only option? A kerosene lamp. Smoky, expensive, and a big fire hazard. That's the everyday reality for thousands of Filipino families in remote and coastal areas. But Isa, an engineer and environmentalist, saw this and said, what if we could light up homes using salt water? And just like that, an idea sparked. Her invention, the salt lamp, short for Sustainable Alternative Lighting. It runs on salt water and metal plates instead of batteries and fuel. And did you know? Salt water acts as an electrolyte, helping electrons flow between two different metals, like magnesium and copper.
That reaction produces just enough electricity to power an LED bulb. No fuel, no fire, just good old-fashioned chemistry. This wasn't just a clever idea. It was a revolution for clean energy. Why? Because this lamp doesn't rely on solar panels, wind turbines, or fuel delivery trucks. It uses what's already available in Filipino homes. That's right, salt and water. See, it's portable, practical, and perfect for island communities. Isa's invention shows the world how innovation meets empathy. So what makes this lamp so amazing? First, it is safe. No open flames, so no fire risk. Second, affordable. You don't have to buy fuel or batteries. Third, low maintenance. Just change the metal plate every 6 months and you're good to go. And the best part, it can even charge your phone with a little upgrade. But no invention is perfect. The metal plates wear down over time and need replacing. And the light output? Well, it's more of a soft glow than a stadium spotlight. Great for studying or walking around, but not enough to light up a basketball court. So if I could give it a boost, I'd say we have to improve the circuit design to make the light brighter and more efficient. Also, add a solar charging backup for days when salt water may not be available. And lastly, a built-in USB port for emergency phone charging.
So, the next time you complain about a power outage, remember, one Filipino inventor found a way to light the dark using salt water. Isa Mejano's salt lamp is more than a light. It's a symbol of sustainable hope. Once again, this is Scientist Telton lighting the path to the future. And remember, the brightest ideas come from those who care the most.